Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. Well, and thank you, Alastair, for all of that. Yes, it's a great pleasure to be back here in Portree, and especially with Alasdair Gillies and all the rest of the cast, and no kids. With all due respects to the face. A great pleasure. Anyway, here's a wee tune or two that you might know, and if you feel a wee dance, up you get.
John Carmichael agus Alastair MacDonald. Two of Scotland's acclaimed musicians. Agus fiscal maguisha ula kuchuk agus falche on the cuirm show ag Blas a her comharrachadh Sean Northcott and that's it all the hooching. Northcott can play on ag ingeniator agus skiahanach enemersion Alasdair MacIllİosa. A very warm welcome to you all to this Blas concert and to this what I hope and I'm sure will be a wonderful evening with Alasdair Gillies and some of his friends marking Alastair's 80th birthday, the 80th birthday concert. Now if I could see the audience, which I can't really, I would like to ask how many of you don't speak Gaelic. So perhaps those of you who don't speak Gaelic can shout. Does that mean there's nobody here who can't speak Gaelic? Hey? You're all Gaelic speakers, are you? Well, Blas is a predominantly Gaelic music festival, and I'll be doing some of my introduction in Gaelic. But the good news for those of you who are not Gaelic speakers is that I'll do a resume in English as well. And what is even better news is that I'll keep my links quite short. And of course, that's most appropriate because Alasdair Gillies has brought together tonight a stellar lineup of musical talent to join him, true ambassadors of Gaelic and Scottish music. And the full house here tonight, I think, confirms your appreciation of that talent, and I know you'll enjoy the evening. As you've tírechaid tíis gena ciúil sáirite sin a chloingean, agus mar chorthorach na ha essen gheanamh ga ceol agus dúalchas na halapa har imimbliana chai baulrach tala clúteach ceol dúcha na halapa bhuluchu Alasdair MacIllïosa chin teich bliana ras. In 2008, John Carmichael's long and industrial career as a musician, performer, television producer, accordion teacher, and competition adjudicator was marked when he was inducted into the Scottish Traditional Music Hall of Fame. Punishing for Ian Rís na Saite Earth. Now, for those of you who are visitors to Skye, you will know that it's an island of mists and mystery, many mysteries. But one of these mysteries we share with many other parts of the world as well. And it came to mind tonight earlier when Paul Aras, Allan MacDonald of Aras here, and Sheena said they were off on holiday tomorrow. And I remembered this example of the mystery of what's in the lady's handbag. You know, it's been a mystery for men for a long time. The mystery of what the numerous and extraordinary contents of the lady's handbag. And there was a crofter in Skye, and he was forever teasing his wife about this. Wherever they went, he would be saying, "What have you got in there, Mórach?" And after many years of toiling on the croft, they eventually decided they would treat themselves to a holiday. Preparations went on in great excitement. This went on for weeks in advance, and the great day came, and they're sitting at the airport in Prestwick, ready to fly off. And she's got the handbag on the floor beside her, and Donald's in the chair across from her, and he suddenly said, "Mórach, have you got the fridge in there?" "Don't be daft," she said. "And anyway, you weren't going to be teasing me when we're on holiday." "Oh no, I'm deadly serious, because I was kind of hoping you would have the fridge in there, because I left the passports and the tickets on top." Well, as in Taighe is the erchana hana fera hana henyeter klúchich na varst na fipere agus na ruchkere oprige fignor in Jorpe kucheri fiointje frien Holland kilchich en huil. Kuchich kurri kjol son ardular agus film bishon tre NML Outlander na miskshin. She en anje hek Griogair Labhruidh a gúlchas agus a friavan tjólich an a gan tú Griogair agus as nielen sjóhéin a gúiste chut an a Gaelic agus a kultur. Agus a varach a vi a kopir a júnsi céim ollavach bi a kuchach a tjekas klassichen agus vúchen oprach a kultur san dúi sjó agus haul harish. An sa frótjach as údeke ha pásu kjól tradition to Gaelic agus hip-hop. Agus chaviena amas a biguf govel sjó aide na mianien agus luchgéisteach. Ciúil a glachach. Griogair Labhruidh is an award-winning Gaelic singer, a bard, an accomplished piper, a music producer, and a contributor to stage and film, including contributing to the soundtrack of Outlander. He's also an academic working towards a PhD, and he regularly teaches classes and workshops on Gaelic culture here and abroad. Good of Falche at Griogair Labhruidh.
Comharrachadh. Oh, gyrlach na mran, gafed bearwyd yn ri, joch slant yn mran, fy malig chwmyg na gadir yn gwyn. Na'r hanig na gadir yn falig yn dwg y diarwyd fan ri, fa diarsig na'n klein yn gialwas gaf ffyd yn ty sieroch y ffyf, o gyrlach na mran, gafed bearwyd yn ri, joch slant yn mran, fa malig chwmyg na gadir yn gwyn. Fa ben yn eich cynnig rhi hasyd sy'n gymor y garen y cyn. Fa tec y cain ys tec y casyn ys poch gyma braich i dreim. Ho gydlach na mran gafed berit yn ri. Joch slant yn mran fa malig chwmyg na gadir yn gwyn. As og fel bennig yn rasach ysgwrwch cyn bachtel na bryn. Le cwyl yma bat y garich am fwflyg yn carig yn cyn. O gydlach na mran gafed bearwyd yn ri. Diolch slant yn mran fa malig chwmyg na gadir yn gwyn. Ys o gylach na mran gafed bearwyd yn ri. Diolch slant yn mran fa malig chwmyg na gadir yn gwyn. Si'n ach eta. Si'n ach efach yn thor yn ysgyrra ag af mi rif yr arsdolwr. That's the shortest song I've ever sung on a stage. The reason I'm starting off with that song is because I'm going to give you a selection of songs from this island tonight. I've known Alastair for some years now. I got to know him working on the first ever Hogmanay program, here at the program around BBC Awapa. And my mother and father certainly have known Alastair for a lot longer than I have, because they've known him for a lot longer than I've been alive. I've been spending a lot of time, cuirrachadh tárúne, no meúne, sy'n Ilanshaw, yn bliana. Fatwa hyn ma fe, ha mi ryfi giwnsach agus y tocal ha siawn abartan agus sgiolach gan agus orans myr sy'n fo fyr ffwng na dŵch ach gaharit na hatyn yn bwnach ys ac am hyn dy isach yn cian y tŵad ag ar ag al agus brain to share and the staffing. I've been spending quite a lot of time in Skye. This year in particular, most of my life I've been picking up songs and stories and old sayings and all that kind of thing from all over the country, but particularly the places I'm connected to, North Argyll and the part of Skye where my people came from. And so I'm going to sing all Skye songs tonight, and that first one was about whiskey still, a Portugal in Malaga, which is one of the Balkan Money, one of the villages in the Staffan area, and what we call the Nagadir and the Nagadir came along, the excise men, to come and find out if there was anybody making whiskey in the east side of Trotternish. And of course, where they were making the whiskey, word went around that the Gadirs had arrived in the country. And so the woman in the house came up with an idea that they asked all the men folk to leave Gira that hula donna firen and to Yakal agus ruighinn the Ravonu na rotigan had lisum can yechadach. The woman stayed in the house where the whiskey was and put everything to do with making the whiskey underneath a table, and one of the ladies lay on top of the table and put obviously a big cloth over the table and pretended that she was giving birth, so that when the excise men arrived in, they would automatically run away. So that it worked, and there was a song written. That was the song I just sang for you. in honour of that event. I'm sure it was a lot more verses to it at one time, but that's what's come down to us of it anyway. So I'm going to continue now, and I'll sing one of the classic songs, and it's a song that you might know the chorus to. It was written by Neil MacLeod, the Glendale bard. Here we go. Ach onri garami hamolatach nach romini les mori vin lorach hain shi hokig minjen labrit o kuretach se ver hish mi martili tolugrum senjelan unjen chloen glachke Gag mi groge gesoos le klechen gertrich mi broter maloi vindaich gerum snur ni mi toskeg maloi genaitelum achonri geremi hamulatach nach rominile smori vin lorach ein shi hokeg minjen labrit o kuretach se ver hish mi martili tolugrum sketan on eden ho even karamach na milten te ein madrilten wanjerach Lenore jaar straat gevaarmig, achavina luchna blaar of arenig, achonri garemi hamulatig nach rominile, smorivin lorach ein shihokig minjen labrit o kuretach, se ver hish mi martili tolugrum. Ascabek ut stars hokas nachgit shoach met de bochut senater karen nach hakrugenat skach shors mashade se gocha kjør rion matnulum sachanri garemi hamulatach nachro Miniles mori vin lorachang she hokeg minjen labrit o kuretach se ver hish mi martili tolugrum Sket chai harachen trein maren habugen water se kare fechgelach Hoeken en naart viangis landjes vallenjach, maar rossen garuk se blagen danige, achonri garemi amolatig nach rominiles mori vin lorachang, she hoeken minjen labrit o kuretach, se ver Hish mi martili tolugrum Scamba mogurach vidlod an chavashin reten nulach ger hoch an arach leum Chatuk mi dulja nach stjur in harishan Jianu konen trirun kalaken Achanari garemi amulatach nach rominile smorivin lorachan she hokeg minjen labrit o kuretach se ver hish mi martili tolugrum Morentijn. Ha met al goed krieg y tŵr naamse, sy'n hyd le, ach be mae garfeich yn yr is, sy'n darn y le, agos ha yn tŵs, de cheols, de charachgarachs, de giversins, de spors, de gorens, a hwle cael rof hast. Agos, mi'n dachos gyda eiche i'r le acof, agos tang fwle sy'n tîn ymachar sy'n cuirm fawr I Alasdair. As sio ac y fawr yn eile, as hantor yn y sio as yn tyw sier, a sio fer a giaros yr un yn toren, fer o dolmach cwyn. Agos fa dolmach cwyn fe'n afart anabarach ma, agos ha ymwydach o'r yn hau yn y le dolmach cwyn. A cor am un sy'n gyf co fwy y hwyr mi'n hor yn y sy'n hyd ar y gab mi hwyr mi fo tarmad fawt os yn hwyr ma'ch tarmad dalach agos y dal yn ffer sawn ik wyni eich het yn y fe che fa beca yn car doch go hyn wyni ma clawd post i'r tarmad tioni ma'ch gyfersyn a gyriol agos Torm hierig sio sawn fo syjad môr hwyr, wel, clarag yn syjad môr as a layout. So just saying who I got the songs from there, more for the benefit of people from the island who would recognize some of the names. The last song here was written by a lesser known bard by the name of Donald McQueen, Dolmach Queen. And it was written for a guy, a dude called Cherlach yn drover Mach Karsten. Ha colch gyda anabarach ma brwyn yn y gael I greitioch no i'r banish. Fe gyma Edomsioch. This guy was a really good speaker and he was really good at reitioch. What's the English for a reitioch? An engagement party, yeah. He was very good anyway, very funny guy and much in demand for his good humour. Charlach and Drover MacArthur, Charlie the Drover MacArthur. Taighe Ruighinn, agus am dachas yn gordon ni fyrir. Stalym hyn yn donye gaste Charlach and Drover MacArthur Nŵr fi'g ffynioch gyrna marstof Gyrto hyn hwg siachad prisym Svanhani cuir toast an natje gevaren wie gile warsten smorger o namach kai skerto heen en napi green stulum heen en donje gaste charloch en drover mach karster nur wie gfunjoch hedna marsto gerto heen hoek Shachat prish How nada gunye toya chimichio kunenten posse Chatje jutuljuger vojugas fajo morten heen Stelum heen en donje gaste charloch en drover mach karster Nur wie gfunjoch gerna marstov Gerto heen hoek shachat prish Charo jesu charo tuch na donitjer vedug sus ars nambig da sparen usglug vechte to in rogs na glin Stalum heen en donje gaste Charloch en Drover mach karster Nur wie gfunjoch gerna marsto Gerto heen hoek shachat prishem Asgara more gaf mi hamelt neiche chaju hyn lamen neiche haar neren tapet skene graich jas yn dir Hostalum hinen donje gaste tjarlach en drover mach karsten Norvig fynjach geht na marstov gert o heen hoeksjachat priesje. Saretjoch avand in een lachken skinjoch nach rotjarloch achke van nachtruinad korte klacher galove wachgak sagan vri stulum hinen donje gaste tjarloch en drover mach karster Norvig fynjoch gedna marsto gerto heen hoeksjachat Brish, och na fain shiter machkel tjalloch a vinatje cheptin rukegeden to flat ijs fixarstel laking hin stelum hinen nunje gaste tjalloch en drover mach karster Norvig fynjoch gedna marsto gerto heen hoeksjachat prisje Svadulem en de gak mi gares Gendorin fuchke geert de graven Ach, en mi vi gat chanjuks mir och harste gat avri Stelum hinen donje gaste tjarloch en drover mach karster Norvig fynjoch gedna marstov gerto heen hoeksjachat prish. Morgen heinge.
Morgen heinge jara Griogair Labhruidh. Nisje huspi na petre gro Alasdair MacIllİosa tosker en gaelig agus kultur a chrúneachug an seo noch agus gejivinje sin a hansanna sinnetar a chlúneisisin. Bo hóig an na gálavag an na aois a caristíon na Primrose a bhí séin agus mar a chaid na blianachin seachad uair I barach gus barach aine mar haar nech dúirt brí agus iireachgus ó an tradiisianta na gaelig. Hósin an talant sin bánóir in Jaunóis a caristíona ag mótnáisianta gunjé an na nuitíag seachad sa céir. Agus art guis ag féis fan chilteach an na néring coig blian na station. A caristíona innever na gaelig a hokal am a dúchan an figan túil, a séin agus a tchicasc ceol gaelig. Agus hair vin a pást a lé cútramach, je skipa ruiannach agus tchicasc solmór ostek fatamatoch bliana. Chapíona mar sin, go deach I caristíona cúteach enimach a gunúrí mar bhaul je hawa clúteach ceol dúchal na holappe. Agus san óg vies bliana chai urum MBE a bhuluchar. From singing to her family as a child in Carloway, Christine Primrose had risen to the status of an international singing sensation and a champion of Gaelic traditional music. Her talent was rewarded with a traditional gold medal at the National Mod in Dundee in 1974 and a Premier Award at the Pan-Celtic Festival in 1979. Christine's singing reaches the deepest mood, meaning and emotion of her songs, and it's little wonder that in 2017 she was inducted into the Scottish Traditional Music Hall of Fame. In June this year, Christine was made an MBE. Curifalchin Ishtamacharchin et Caristíona Primrose, MBE.
Musht, that's a bit much, isn't it? Geshalagaramse, goodness, you're guaranteed to fall flat on your face after that. Try not to. Could you? Seen Griogair called Heina agus Hagovi Shane or an Nasanila Shohin. I'm going to keep the loose end up, you see. And I'll start off with a very well-known song, cuirm, which is a song that welcomes you to the island of Lewis, but indeed it could be to any island. I guess let's just pretend for a minute it's Skye. Although you don't need to come to Skye, they say there's plenty of people here anyway. Tugging lomas John Carmichael, sitting hadish le sound. Jena nuas ohne garig, reinar naroch nar klein. Cheerden treneres kavame, hoshinyanam meskaul. Sitting kovagalamang, hira ranichano. Nishing gloset gutane, suas na Brian's na kul. Yoshinya shakusavalj, nol guhache mogel. Nua the voice magan, clang to galik achtiv, sjoshinya agus falche, nielan bayalan ruich. Hiu muth, hiu mojoch, hiu monyam gwrsht, hiu krig was is logen, the mjoch miuth, hiu machrich en konert, saglor juertua, au the nishat boyoch, o gaun misuas. Hiun hampan has for redet onnestuag. Strika holles start searching, donaway the horn. Shemek bat ved a skjushek, siken hosher I drochuad. Reine seil shot the studek, stache chujen rochetua. Hiu hiesken tural, sharit sturek skudlian. Macha kladoch voshneguran, beshet klubak emief. Hiu male rein daroch, hua du gragaones gian. Skiu nach iagiagu, marvai foien. Jeanette? More than Taighe. This is a song that I managed to get the words out of. Oh, you're not interested when I got it, are you really? It's a love song. I love a song where the girl bitterly, what's that word? Bitterly regrets the fact that she didn't marry her true love. She was lured by gold here and across the Where do they find these men? I have no idea. But could you, if her ban was her true love? So, show us a look at through. O my chiste verban mion gachogven. O my chiste verban mochiat jaman smogerag shenach tuadem olav famon lonsa. Struag nach Romi marva kriar sondoch. Struag nach Romi túiseach. Spoch nach romi age, John arit gwaling. Spoch nach romi age, Nisha shual arit hevaun ang laman aruch, Tevnam fuaran. Strik na jedet mahul kai marhami. Strik na jedet mahul smiri bronna on hul on a hook mirut cool. Oi gethaling. Bounce laum savita flemochiat grai. Bounce laum savita munta jod mim verbans chavinen rast. Gienal tushach. Mil maravash gedan oed kud mod laivrish. Mil maravash gedan oed skoshter aine monon set gahumi control. Smora graniat. Kitten stag of I bron nouns na kulchen. Kitten stag of I bron or get hilles mojod och annat mi vet hod. Oi get runig. Om kishe verban mion gachog ven. Om kishe verban mochiat yaman smogerai shenach duade molab famolonsa. Jeanette? Tapelation. How was of Mavi show Condri Alastair is Aiki's Alasdair Gillies Dol, agus Griogair code. It's great to be a wee bit back in time in a way with Alasdair and John Carmichael. I remember Alasdair was always very kind to me when I'd be on the same programme as him. And I remember one particular time at the Mod in Oban when, I think it was just when the Fringe started, and I was so nervous, I was really nervous, and Alice came up to me, and I didn't really know him, and he said, you know, you'll be fine, and he just had these very precious words with me just before I went on, and I'll never forget that, and I've worked with him since in some programmes, and he's just a lovely man, and a great honour to be part of his celebrations. And he's looking so great too. So this is my concession to Sky songs. And this song is a song you'll all know it. It's from Slate, Farabin Mihina Fidoch, Hami for cuirm Ruighinn, composed by Peggy and John, they called her. Didn't know her myself personally, but she was around in the 1800s, I believe. I feel as I've been around in the 1800s sometimes. I guess she composed it because she was in love with this Taramut og Scoribreak, Taramut Nicholson, MacNichol. I think he was quite a scoundrel, to be honest, reading between the lines. He left her. Haul Harish left her. And she still loved him, though. Isn't it funny? Still wanted to be with him. I guess, we get a great song out of a sad situation. So if you know it, please help me sing it. mi fochúram. Ha mi fochúram a juroelig, ha mi fochúram svavor an tosha, små hester korsta, da bronig gleil, ha mi fochúram a juroelig. Ha mi fochúram an skarraton ocean, a kayan oasil, snach kolle hinne, ha mi fochúram a juroelig. Ha mi fod mi an animal skida, snach het mi skrivag a aois I metal, ha mi fochúram a juroelig. Mai o mi adaiket a bedet falami, ganyan mi taramod, skajavich kemerish, ha mi fochúram a juroelig. Nach mi va gorochen nur riposag, gan stok, ras, gan or, gan björle, ha mi fochúram a juroelig. Mochish jan nilde ganina jotoch, lemet mogorich, germor mos beshgut, ha mi fochúram a juroelig. Mochish jan huasa levdek an guayak, hai shachat suas et jeloin na felia, ha mi fochúram a juroelig. Snuad higyan jaurige saum na baishen, hanan mi anshen, skan maus och kenam, ha mi fochúram a juroelig. Va usa bojochs, va mische goroch, skan vialta fok mis shinjok lechele, ha mi fochúram a juroelig, ha mi fochúram svor an tosha, små hester korstad, övrojich gleil, ha mi fochúram a juroelig. Militain kapel.
Agus bor an tain I hen cwtioch, bor an tain caristian y Primrose. Nesja ha, kameliskam. Ha fasger kukut bliana val hoosich Alastair MacDonald, a gopir mar nechkiul profession to law hietje. Agus mar ha vier galuch kuler fatta ha shonoch. Clues in we hosna ga heen, agus to galappe, figen tuil le kut kul. Shimuk ne kul, an se vil ui talant agus eneme Alastair. Agus ei paltkosona an the club jazz, sa hae e keli an the niklush. An the nuichiak shachkas a tree, hoosich Alastair a lyrike program television Songs of Scotland, kucherish gendentar NML Patrick Morriston. Agus gas liantanach, an rhuaigh gan I ceol like Alastair. Ar na blianachin agus sa bharachar a bhí a clúiche sa sein ar bhirste héin, ha Alastair cúteach gur taith ciúil chumal lí cúchlag henne ar an Gaelic, agus Alasdair MacIllïosa feiú sin. Agus chapiúnach in díis a bhí cólag a seánach gríist. Alastair MacDonald can be regarded as one of Scotland's leading musical minstrels. In addition to television, radio, and stage appearances worldwide, he's a prolific recording artist. Equally at home in jazz club, folk club, concert or festival, he's worked with and accompanied many Gaelic singers, including Alasdair Gillies, since the days, as he says himself, of a guitar being something of a novelty in the Gaeltacht. Cuirm Alasdair Donald.
Morning, Taighe, Allan. Ha Griogair mór na chéal.
The sun was setting in the west. All the birds, they were nestling on every tree. All nature was inclined for rest, but oh, there was no rest for me. It's farewell to Nova Scotia, the sea-bound coast. Let your mountains dark and dreary be, or when I am far away on the briny ocean tossed, will you ever breathe a sigh or a wish for me? I sigh and I hide a silent tear, how I grieve to leave my native shore, and the parents whom I honour so dear, and the bonny, bonny lassie that I'll always adore. It's farewell to Nova Scotia, the sea-bound coast. Let your mountains dark and dreary be, or when I am far away on the briny ocean tossed, will you ever breathe a sigh or a wish for me? Ah, the drums they do beat and the wars do alarm, when the captain calls how we must obey. So it's farewell, farewell to old Nova Scotia's charms, and early in the morning I'll be far, far away. Ah, farewell to Nova Scotia, the sea-bound coast. Let your mountains dark and dreary be, or when I am far away on the briny ocean tossed, will you ever breathe a sigh or a wish for me? I have 3 brothers and their souls are free. Their arms are folded across their breast, but a poor pressed sailor boy just like me must be driven for the tempest till he finds his rest. And now it's farewell to Nova Scotia, the sea-bound coast. Let your mountains dark and dreary be, for when I am far away on the briny ocean tossed, will you ever breathe a sigh or a wish for me? Will you ever breathe a sigh or a wish for me?
Morning, Taighe. Having the hollachir of your show, and an ela and Hyo, I guess the Alasdair MacIllïosa. My name is Alastair MacDonald, as you will have heard in several languages tonight, and all I can say is I'm delighted to be here, and I'm sorry I don't speak Gaelic. However, I've, as you have heard, been more than honoured to play on numerous occasions with some of the noted Gaelic singers of our heritage. And in so doing, they've permitted me on occasions to listen to their material and have it explained to me. Tá corm ó fi
is heich me gachi is too long heen moler mar hachen to kormofi ha mi ski Mofi hamiski smurfeich mi heich mi gachi tokor mofi hamiski murade mor Feich mi heich mi gachi klarsach no pi chatoch mochri chavio fermorai
I consider these words so arresting and so telling. Lift upon me my pipes, for I am weary and would go home. Neither the music of the pipes, nor the clarsach, nor the harping will cheer my heart. For the great ruighinn mór is gone, a piper's lament for his chief, and a heartbreaking thing to hear. However, I'm a Glaswegian. I'm the kind that gets nervous if there's not a kebab shop on every street corner. So I would offer you this song, which concerns the part of the country that we're in, written by a lowlander called Bill Hill, telling the epic story, as you will hear, not of Rory Moore, but it's a western set in these parts. That is, America's Midwest has gained so much from the Scot. The cattle trail known as the Chisholm Trail, named after a Scot. Jim Bowie of the Alamo, a Scot. And since I come from the south side of Glasgow, let me convince you that there was an Eastwood long before there was a Clint. A man came riding out the west one wet and wintry day. He was tall and mean and angry, and his eyes were smoky grey. He was lean across the hardies, and his shoulders they were big. The terror o' the Highland glens, that was the Portree Kid. He'd ho, the crofter who came frae Skye. His sidekick was an Ora man, and oh what he was mean. He was called the Midnight Ploughboy, and he came from the Bridge o' Spean. He had 27 notches on his crummock, so they say, and he traded with the Indians way up in Stornoway. Heed-a-rum ho, the crofter who came frae Skye. If you'd like to sing that chorus, I would like to hear you try it. If you don't sing it straight away, don't worry, it's got 38 verses, plenty of time to get the hang of it, and I will sing every one until you do. Heed-a-rum hey,
frae sky. They moseyed through Glengarry on their way down to Glenshee. They skirted Fort Augustus to dodge the cavalry. At MacDonald's Glencoe Burger Bar they stopped to take a bite. They sussed the place for Campbell's. Then they checked in for the night. They booted in the Batwings and Portree walked to the bar. He poured a shot o' iron brew and shouted Slanjava, while midnight was being chatted up by a barroom girl called Pam, who said, "Hello there, big boy. Gone buys a baby sham." Now over in the corner sat 3 men from Auchtertool. They were shooting dice for money in a snakes and ladders school. The 4th man was a southerner, and his nose and ears were hairy. He'd been a river gambler on the Kyle-Kyle-Akin ferry. Portree walked to the table and he murmured, "Shake me in." He sugarled up the egg cup and he gave the dice a spin. He threw 4 sixes in a row and the game was nearly done. But he landed on a great big snake and went back down to square one. The ball was fairly on the slates, but Portree rallied fine, for he landed on a ladder and went up to 99. He only had the one to throw when the other lad was beat, when the gambler coped the border and he shouted, "You're a cheat, by the way." Men dived behind the rubber plant to try and save their skins. The accordionist stopped playing, the percussionist dropped his spins. He said, "I think it's funny you've been up that ladder twice and you always done the table when it's me to throw the dice." The gambler drew his skiing do as fast as lightning speed, but Portree grabbed a screw top and he cracked him o'er the head. And then he gied him laldy with some antlers off the wall and finished up the business with his lucky grouse-fed claw. Heed-a-rum-hey, heed-a-rum-ho. The crofter had come frae sky. Portree walked back up to the bar and said, "I'll hae a half. And you like the way I stuck it on that wee big herring yam?" But the gambler had crept up behind, his features racked with pain, and gobbed him with an ashtray, fashioned out a curling stain. Men say the fight went on all night till opening time next day, with a breakfast soup and stovies, half a coronation tray. It was getting kind of obvious that neither man would win when came the shout that stopped it all. "Hey, there's a bus trip coming in." Heed-a-rum-hey, heed-a-rum-ho. The crofter who came frae sky. They tell this tale in Galloway and up in Peterhead, and far across the border, right across the Rio Tweed. Oh, what became of Portree Midnight and the gambling man? They opened up a gift shop, selling haggis frae Japan. Heed-a-rum-hey, heed-a-rum-ho. The crofter who came frae sky, the crofter came frae sky.
Oh, more on Taighe, Alastair. Well, I'm a crofter from Skye, but I wasn't there, Thomas. And as a Campbell, I don't think I was related to Portree either. But I did hear what you said, Alastair. Well, nice you course, are you enjoying your evening? Well, you know, you're in a very lovely little theatre here and in a nice visitor centre here at Aras. Tourism has become such an important industry, and it's good when it is delivered in style and with the class that they have here. You just imagine a Monday lunchtime in Aras some time ago, and apparently a man walked in here into the dining room next door, followed by an ostrich. And they sat down at one of the tables, and the waitress nervously approached them and said to the man, "What do you like?" "Oh," he said, "I'll have a haddock and chips." "What do you want?" he said, turning to the ostrich, and the ostrich said, "I'll have the same." A short time later, the waitress came back with the order, and she said, "That'll be £16.50. And the man reached into his pocket and produced the exact money without looking at it. And the next day, and for a week, the same thing happened. And then on the Friday night, he appeared again. And the waitress came over. She said, "The usual." "No," he said, "it's Friday. I'm going to have a steak, a baked potato, and a glass of wine." And the ostrich said, "I'll have the same." So a wee while later, she came back and she said, "That'll be £35.60. I know Donald's probably clocking all these prices. he'll be adjusting up or down. Most likely up, being the entrepreneur he is. For you, the man, exact money out of his pocket again, and the waitress, she couldn't contain herself any longer. She said, "How do you do that? That's an amazing trick." And he said, "Well, you know, several years ago, I was cleaning out the attic, and I came across an old trophy I won at the National Mode many years ago. And when I gave it a rub to see what I'd won it for, this genie appeared wearing a kilt. And it said, 'You can have 2 wishes.' And my first wish was that I would always have the money to pay for whatever I wanted." And she said, "Well, that's really impressive. You know, a lot of people would have asked for £2 million, but you are always going to have whatever you want." He said, "Yes, whether it's a Rolls Royce or a Rolex, whatever I want, I've got the exact money in my pocket." And she said, "Yeah, well, so what about this bird? What's with the ostrich?" "Ah, well," he said, "you see, my second wish, that was for a tall bird with long legs. And one who would always agree with me." For you, Sulamínach cuala mi tunne díomh ver doinach agus ferach ciúil gaalach a harmonica mar an í dól MacIllïosa. Agus ha missa héad a chud chláran agus go trangs a ha héin sa chólan na jarag go bhfuil mór an ilig an nú bheach mín. Tá fríomhan dúlchas gáin stéit an na ceol chu bhníir na céaltach, ceol gálig, ceol na fíle agus ceol píper. Ach mar bheith dúl bh chuidir a chud talentach a chud jalantis cúteach síning amach gus gramacha steile ciúil éidirnich, healtanich agus alap an nuach, cha marí mór hir alap. A bhú lán agus hall géisteach figan túil mórlach go gáil a bhí géisteach gach seoir sa fust a réilichen agus turíon. A glúsad ag na gúine bh hálas go tram bhrán har pic an vinnetin. Saar Hummus. Donald Black describes his life thus far as having seen him in an extraordinary variety of different roles, from a forestry worker, a cattle hand in the Australian outback, insurance salesman, building site labourer, to honours university graduate. However, he says none of these roles will ever be more meaningful or spiritually moving to him than playing the exquisite music of his people. We're truly fortunate that he's here to do that for us now. Cur fáilte dó MacIllïosa.
Anybody in here like Highland music? Instrumental Highland music? Yes? Anybody really like instrumental Highland music? Really, really like it? Right, we better start, guys, eh? Good evening, folks. Thank you very much. It's lovely to be here tonight, particularly celebrating Alastair's 80th, and I feel very honoured to be with another Alastair here, John Carmichael, another two legends, as is Alasdair Gillies, and Christine Primrose, who is going to receive her MB as well. These people, and Griogair Labhruidh, just full of Gaelic music. So I'm honoured to be here tonight with you. We're going to continue now. That was a wee set of jigs, believe it or not. It wasn't a slow year after all. And this is actually water, it's not.
I don't believe it.
We're going to continue, and we're going to play a beautiful waltz written by Alasdair, a very, very talented gentleman from Skye, Blair Douglas. And many, many people know his material, and in particular, Cape Martin's waltz. This one, in my view, is equally as lovely, if not more. I think it's a beautiful thing. It's called the New Island Waltz. So I'll ask John and Alastair to play along with me in this. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks very much, folks. I'll just take a swig of this vodka and we'll continue.
Pass it around for heaven's sake.
Yeah.
And they mean it. We're going to play a wee couple of wee reels. But by the way, this is full of malt whisky. And as we progress through each set, as some of you know, some of you don't, it gets progressively worse for you and better for me. I'm going to play a wee set of reels here. The first one, again, was written by Blair Douglas. I thought I would play another of his tunes. It's a great tune. It's called The Guga Hunter. And anybody who knows Lewis and knows of the traditions in Lewis will know the story of the Guga Hunters. And the second tune was written by myself, and it was the significance for Skye is that it was someone who came from, on his mother's side of the family, came from Skye, and his name was Callum Lamont. Some of you might remember, it was a wee while back, but she's a lovely girl, and I know the whole family. He was a great friend of mine. You'll know of Ishbel Lamont, the mod medalist, gold mod medalist. It was her father. So here we go with the Guga Hunter and Callum Lamont. And if you like to clap along, it's great, because you'll not hear my mistakes. Here we go. Thank you very much, folks. We're going to play one more wee set, but before we do, could I ask you to put your hands together for the great expertise and great playing of the two gentlemen beside me here, for Alastair and John. We're going to finish now with a wee Highland Scottish, which goes into a set of reels. Now this gets progressively faster, and as it gets progressively faster, would you just go mad? Just levitate, shout, bawl, fling your handbags in the air, that's the ladies, and go for it. Please refrain from, this is the ladies too, refrain from flinging any underclothing of any kind at us, because it's an occupational hazard if you're playing the moothy, you know. So go for this pair. Thank you very much, folks, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the night. Thank you. Key of A. Okay. In the key of A. much, folks. Thank you. And you've... Thank you very much.
Well, more than time ago, agus Alasdair, agus, yeah. I'm tired listening to them. Now that sounds a bit funny, but you know, I mean it in the nicest possible way. Well, Jay Hannes me man na hinneter. Een birthday boy heen. Alasdair MacIllïosa. En daar zag Alasdair mielteneeg. Ik kan pleien de horetje. Agus kutjach gemassa hou keet. Agus kom vatte geleest door een agus Angela. Joel waantje agus sund. Schachket pleien van de wonik Alasdair en dat je van erikich. Ik iemand ik tjech pleien de guus. Agus tjidach nooit pleien aan Jason. Woon ik in Bouwnoord. Ik moet naasjente in nish aan de nooitjiet kuket se schach. Jusich Alasdair skillen vierklarach. Ik jolly wasco. Ze ik nu naam die hele academy regal drama is cool wasco. Paar stoenje. A tortureer te goed jolish agus skillen shame. Jay came de van Noleva Alasdair trang de daghoed aan de soel de nieuwklarach agus aan de soel de hue. Nog geraard doelar television. Agus de feiltje geklaar. Sherpehe, well, iter Sherpehe, agus a handful of songs. Gas aardeven look janten Alasdair. Agus maar a hoed min op a treie, ha nare sjå nog, na jarag, kan wel mis a rumak sjå haast. Han junig sem bi, gejach Alasdair kutjach, a choharach mar val, je tava, klutjach, kjol tradition ten a holappe, nuri. Alasdair Gillies won his silver pendant at the Mod at the age of 10 and his gold medal 9 years later at the National Mod in Inverness in 1957. He studied dentistry at Glasgow University while also attending the RSAMD as a part-time singing student, beginning a very successful double life which he has described as the best of both worlds. In Gaelic music and singing terms, that has seen Alasdair star on stage and television and numerous records over nearly 60 years. In 2017, Alasdair was inducted into Scotland's Traditional Music Hall of Fame, and this year he was awarded an MBE. At 80 years old, he's still championing his Gaelic language and culture, and we are delighted that he's here to sing for us tonight. Cuirm Alasdair MacIllïosa.
Is cuirm jogging loam. Is cuirm jogging loam. Is cuirm girl and granyak. Back by more no jogging loam. Nor filles running saurig se hikem las. Bigach messer menglands gach lose fast. Pallai misjes mausach for hotjes moed ne galvach. Zet je nou go house en go down and I. Is cuirm jogging loam. Is cuirm jogging loam. Is cuirm girl na granyak. Bak thy more no jogging loam. Nor vis mi for vi enes min chin trouw. Moonjak och rivi si hokeman. Gomer hjal ne file se pak mer Blas en fianjerk. Stroonach blom hini mochranjak gaan. Is cuirm jogging loam. Is cuirm jogging loam. Is cuirm girl na granyak. Pak thy more Scabby and Yari Shost and Chin meow. Nimia took farin gut, like Yaran's crown. Hanach you grew mer möten ach furan agesuyan. Skanje lager selfen ach hayan. Erikes kurvas kjøfinjela. Erikes kurvas kjøfinjela. Ach, more than Noyak, Chokinela. Oh, more than Carson, Shaw here to Uil, Abami, Nart Uller, I guess, Hulletuni, Nart Uller, Caldrum, the Soike, Nemishe. We were talking about songs today, and a song that's very special to me because, for a variety of reasons, a number of years ago in the very wonderful retirement home in Staffin House, I met a lady, Rachel McQueen, and Peggy, who ran the home, said, "You must go and sing this song to Rachel because it was written for her." And the song, Gathaina. Nim huyen shagat hainache. Vaidjan öjadjön, Gwel miski and hulsha, An chwrwrwn lachon, Sgedal jas and duisha, An og tyr en kein, Gumi moch rie på, San groagach Eti alichin in draste, Kabedach waren wir, Hook verelle labud, Man der ranik mishurie, Sangri ha kruai marieren, Get vo viana shvi orslo, Kavrishke hois an boyet, Nina gogn sulen kju. Kersane vis mi keinige, na haichen en eval, Handjun an everkian alish, Kuriet alie mochjan, Skets talun, vis munjige, Gumfödi vi orsjan, Achulen i ha köchlatje, Sduvach, Sandurach, ha min raste ut, rivin jalin hjön, gå fai och färre kärne vi, henjes art och nu. Ska vi fisk och brächache, gå nok mi grej och trun, ska vi då dörren avbrun, ska vi fisk Kogune, kanjelunjan sanna har, vi anach funishra, vi kunju sanda hars, ach mali mi kubrecho, sanda nader vaden gar,
Sy môr hi criach da wain gumbi adiw dan glor. Dietain, I should allow scribe nish vaftanish, I guess Joshin, and you'll sack himself. Shine called it in window. Oh, Fajiru vaftanish, good masha, lambojan, or sorry, slang, go halen, snacket me right. Le cotiglia e cormi go conta sta fai e sabalche chimarina groma o fagero vachtenish der masche glam do fonchen o sorry is one go het me rijden. Sorry, let af wat tegen, onschetter het jammer op, smist jure kost dan aakje, smif hakel krekne grogig, of sorry, slan go high, snahet me There are roads that lead to foreign parts where people go for help. There are roads that lead to sunny spots where people go for help. But if I had an eagle's wings, I'd spread them and I'd fly o'er the road that leads to happiness, the road that leads to sky. When bold Skidmore is past at last, and I am in Portree, the old place is so homely, and kind friends are greeting me. It's then to God I'll offer thanks with a joy tear in my eye for bringing me back safely to my dear beloved sky. Allan Campbell mochri, Elen morai vendari mi. Ruad chamish, Allan Campbell mochri, Elen forjanarde. Hyn miau, agus hyn skor, Slinjan forang, agus pinjan en stor. Helvelvik, agus helvelvor, vendri out Jaroi, ruan commission en Elen mochri, Elen mograi frendari kubi, ruan commission Allan Elen mochri, Elen forjanarde. Urich furoch, le kutjoch morai, savane kuljemri tuljune trai, kune sharin tulju, agai ksela, ach murrages mara vilai. should the lone this Glendal. And when you're Glendal station, well, or an rain, Ian do MacLeod, he didn't know a tap being Glendal Gillies, I guess. Alastair the her Taighe, no, the Schnorren. If anybody has any ideas of going to sea, if they listen to the words of this song, they might not be so enthusiastic. Because after they sailed from the Clyde, things got a bit rough. Gillian o getabi, England Gillies Skutjach had Jonach, or Stuur is een oren, rein MacLeod je goeder hoorst. Spi keine geving honey door hele schieve kloon. Nor heet je ox to en a loch, borst along the shell. Be koos en goed, ga en a lochs nach en ik hoega groot. Skort rieke het av en a angst, as grisgan un jervor. Maar die hos na kruinjetje, ga uitrum rischne ja. Nor hikke strøm na kaffekarst, sen arake gacht na glin. Na tana noan je chliske stug am rischte mat a reim. Na slachten aarde kurre roet get wie to glehin. Srut hen betrig, ik gaan het toe, bewaar weer tjien. Shimmer ut the hiu, men chidu hard the host. Verdrach ooit an arste woord, ze wäsche van het rooi. Hier ten je pauze huis, kun wij weer una troos. Als je goed mes lies ik in, zijn heerlijke ze goed. Ga mi rog a chaler, ans ga kjarn ha von en jaar. Ga boren jij mo wege, ga rorat a kern a toy. Sne mi lehen och ga kam, så gask mi ans no. Geföt in söje saker, hem hollusken, die ma bia, ha kilje nog a tapie. England alle Gillies Skutjach had Jonach, alone had jare hoon. Eest u, rischen noren, rein MacLeod je goeder hoorst. Spi keine geving honey door hele schief a kloon. Now, I thought at this point we'd just introduce a little bit of nonsense into this, because I mean, Alastair and I we've had a lot of nonsense over the years, as John and myself, and this is just a youngster here. He's still a lot to learn. But Alastair and I, in fact, we thought of going on the road together at one time. Alastair with a T, and I'm Alastair with a D. And we thought of calling ourselves the DTs.
Too tender.
Oh. But one of my great heroes, among many, was a man, Alec Mackenzie, who wrote all the songs in the Highland Voyage. He wrote the hiking song, the Bonny Isle of Skye, and he was a mentor of mine when I was about 10 years old, and he was a music teacher of mine. And he did a wonderful career as apart from a singing teacher, a teacher of science in Clydebank High School. They turned actor and played with Peter Sellers, Paul Douglas, played the skipper in the Maggie. And he wrote lovely little songs. And he loved poking fun at the Highlander, because coming from Borna Skeetak, he had a lot of things to poke fun at. Anyway, somewhere along the line, you'll maybe recognise some of his writings. Give me anyway. I should tell you, Donny here has about 200 mouth organs and all the keys, and he says, I still can't find a key that suits you. Oh, brachan lom, tanna lom, brachan lom a suin, brachan lom, tanna lom, brachan lom a suin, brachan lom, tanna lom, brachan lom a suin, brachan lom, brachan tanna tanna tanna brachan tanna suin, brachan tanna brachan tanna suin, brachan tanna tanna brachan tanna suin, brachan lom brachan lom a suin. Rumba, rumba, rumba, kuka, rumba, kika, rumba, rumba, rumba, halaba, rumba, hita, rumba, rumba, rumba, kuka, rumba, kika, rumba, dansa, ginja, rumba. Oh, shall she vert the shuckle, shall she vert the shackle, shall the fence a foxy trotly more and wickle, wackle, rumba, rumba, rumba, kuka, rumba, kika, rumba, rumba, rumba, halaba, rumba, hippa, rumba, rumba, rumba, kika, rumba, kika, groovy, yabby, Irish nabby, dansa, ginja, rumba. The nog marke versen aan is sparren, is oily, kalampu, bafake, fie, klikje, ukulele, rumba, rumba, rumba, kunka, rumba, kika, rumba, rumba, rumba, halaba, rumba, hika, rumba, rumba, rumba, kika, rolly, folly away with a golden down the deal. Oh, sound the needle, sound the needle, the groovy, sound the needle, sound the needle, oh, yeah, sound the needle, sound the needle, the groovy. Sound the needle, sound the needle, boy. Sound the needle, got him in your little groovy, sound the needle, got him in your little groovy, salami. Sound the needle, got him in your little groovy, sound the needle, got him in your little groovy, salami. Sound the needle, sound the needle, groovy. Sound the needle, sound the needle, boy. Sound the needle, sound the needle, groovy. Sound the needle, sound. Oh, he you are a good Tommy, like a meet I'm a good Tommy. A wichtig wat ik weet, my good Tommy, can cheer you, my good Tommy. Oh, he you are a good Tommy, like a meet I'm a good Tommy. Let the gunna let me duck, my good Tommy, skellt it in the cracken, my good Tommy. Oh, he you are a good Tommy, like a meet I'm a good Tommy. Skeltje doen de krekken is begonnen, om me waar doen de vettigens te kerken tot me. Oh, hier, begonnen tot me lachen met de jellijn, begonnen tot me. Oh, hier, begonnen tot me lachen met de jellijn, begonnen tot me. Jellijn, begonnen tot me. Back to some sanity now. When I sing this song, I've got to always think of one of my great heroes of Gaelic singing was Nurse MacLeod, Sculpin the Hedder. And I became very good friends with Angus over the years. And I'll never sing the song like he did it, but I'll do my best. And help out all the way. Who can hold a yally far and Robin Ride? Who can hold a yally far and Robin Ride? Who can hold a yally in a couple day? Nina Coy Asher, food your house Had je wel een aardig warm wellitaan, zoals een rijlinje riechend allemaal aan, als ruighinn het al scheffert, zo de gelgoesa. Leeuwsje vier en vallen, roerigjes toch aan. gahudai Nina Boy Rasher a food house the glee I am a boy out of Nina gahudai Kaimnes Mariajach drecher an loin Hes marokne fulek naves repai Vel hotes oran leku hakjar vein Hukin hore jali haren romin rai Hukin hore jali haren romin rai Hukin hore jali nina gahudai Nina gvoy rasha a fuda house the glee Cuirm sanis maran Danina gahudai Spres plach gan anje gahorstach eskarrein Slantje sulfatte bialach geinis klein Is kelig ravi marut Ferres on the field Yes, in drums, Joshua. Moving hard, yally, hard and robbing right. Moving hard, moving hard, yally, and Nina gahudai. Voyach vasher a fuja house the
Alastair agus gan ruchciú agus Alastair. Alastair, ik mag het zo.
Oh, here.
John. Wat is mijn grote kindje zo goed? Eerst mag Caramel zo let toe is weg de Alastair kutje.
Is gan ag bhfuil mis seo is lí féis an ggéil agus féis Blas agus bhhelinn ddíireach an tíach seo hosta Alastair. Deala gin dhéile scéanach agus iad a coolla gach dúgúach go Alastair gin díochna ítead Angela. Bhuiinúla ag féis an ggéil agus Blas le mór spéis agus taingar an gach ní he se bhar dhéanamh agus na hasih hásta déanamh an canan agus dúlchas na ggéamh a bhrostacha agus a thursca ara an túil. Agus méalh neach go dearad Alasdair agus seo dealadh.
Hey, Bria.
Oh.
Toch of helemaal piece wordt je toeien van.
Piece cake.
Wel, Brian de piece cake. Als je tot de stad dan is je van 10 minuten. Agus ha met tuksjen gewel tol legal kwaai we gaan die cake zo. Agus ke be curry maar gewullig beetje kan die cake uit. I think that Donald and colleagues are going to take some kind of power saw to that cake. So that you'll all get a chance to have a wee nibble of it, because we're breaking for 10 minutes, and appreciate it if you could be back in your seats within 10 minutes for more of this fantastic ceilidh. Have you enjoyed it so far? Clever. Alastair, Alastair and Angela tonight are making a donation to Macmillan Nurses, Macmillan Cancer. And Alastair has brought copies of his CD, Dúlchas in Yellen, I think it's called, Alastair. Selection of his own music. And that's available outside for £5 a disc, and every penny of that will go to Macmillan Nurses. Go on, Taighe.
Once again, if you will, Mr. John Carmichael. I would like just to have some fun with you, if I may. It's a song not in Gaelic, but then Griogair and Christine and Alasdair G have enough Gaelic for 100 of me. But it was nonetheless written by a Scot in the Appalachian Mountains of North America and popularised by a Scot by birth. Born in my native Glasgow, Anthony James Donegan was taken off to England and given an English education, but he was a success despite that. Rose above it to become one of the significant figures on the popular music front. The year was nearly over, December 31st. I thought I'd write a song if I could only start the verse.
I looked on out the window, and here's what made me smile. Seeing young and old folk putting on the style. They were putting on the agony, putting on the style. That's what all the young folks seem but doing all the while. And as I look around me, I really have to smile. Seeing young and old folk putting on the style. Young man and his girlfriend going out for a fling, when suddenly she tells him that she'd like a wedding ring. See her disappointment as he tries to run a mile, shouting, I was really only putting on the style. I was putting on the agony, putting on the style. That's what all the young folks seem but doing all the while. And as I look around me, I really have to smile. Seeing young and old folk putting on the style. She's sweet 16, sure gets seen surrounded by the boys. Laughs and squeals and simpers at every little noise. Fluttering her eyelids, she blushes to beguile. But inside she's as cold as ice. She's putting on the style. She's putting on the... Putting... That's what all the young folks seem but. And as I look, I really have to smile. Seeing young and old folk putting on this world. That's very nice. I can cut myself down to 27 or 28 verses after all. I recently heard it sung as putting on the agony, putting on the style. That's what all the young folks are doing all the while, and as I look around me, I really have to smile at just how many people are watching Jeremy Kyle. I fail to understand it myself. There's a preacher in the pulpit, how he roars with all his might. He preaches fire and brimstone till the folks turn deathly white. Then he takes up a collection and it makes a pretty pile. And that's when we all know that he's been putting on the style. He's been putting on the agony, putting on the style. That's what all the young folks seem but doing all the while. And as I look around me, I really have to smile. Seeing young and old folk, one more and we're done. Oh, putting on the agony, putting on the style. That's what all the young folks seem but doing all the while. And as I look around me, I really have to smile. Seeing young and old folk putting on the style. Up. Like that. Thank you.
Hello. I'm here fast. She are Nilan, she hawn. It's a good sky air. It's I've grown about an inch and a half. Now, I'm not going to talk as much in this half because I talked too much in the first half. I get into the habit of it becomes more of a lecture than a performance. But it's always nice to know where the songs come from. The great thing about being up on stage with these guys is just seeing how they keep their cool and seeing the professionalism and the experience and just kind of observing, you know, the little things that people do before they go on and off stage to prepare themselves and all that kind of thing. Probably these are the most experienced people in the game that I'm up on stage with here. So, I mean, I've been doing music for, I think, a long time, but I've still got a lot to learn compared to these people. So amazing to be here for Alasdair's 80th, and fantastic performances from everybody tonight. But hopefully we'll be here in 10 years' time for another Cayley for Alasdair's 90th, eh? So I'm going to continue met our chumalar manishele ornele kaartje ach in huis share. Maar de hoort me share oren skiën nog ule maar met our gale nog dus komen me rimgel. As I said, it's all Sky songs I'm going to sing tonight, so no surprise. I'm going to sing another song from the Staffin area, and this is a song that was really popular. Van the Hell and Griogair Labhruidh. The birds were singing it at one time in the trees. It was that well known in the north end of Skye, and it's a song that dates back to the early part of what's now known as the Highland clearances. It takes the form of a love song, and it's called Ruighinn and this version of it I learned from archive recordings of the older generation of singers, an even older generation than the singers that were on the stage tonight, a much older generation even than that. So this is Ruighinn, and again, thank you so much to Alastair for giving me the honour of performing at his 80th birthday concert, and thanks again to the Skianich for having me here and being so welcome and all that kind of thing, and sort of my island. So this is Ruighinn. Ruighinn yn falla to leom yn siw to leom na falla to leom Ruighinn yn falla to leom Cianich yn sygwn yn gita gwcht Cianich yn gwn gwcht Cianich yn broc yn Cianich yn gachni gwcht gydair Cianich yn ffanich yn gynor y heit med fiawr yn ffinote Ruighinn yn falla y leom yn siwl y leom na falla y leom Ruighinn yn falla y leom Cianich yn sygwn yn gita gwcht Schijn had je sjoke bochen van galaben dat en dasjoch Smahik tile gein zich harke bikas gescheri ruang Ruighinn yn falla te leom en siwl te leom na falla te leom Ruighinn yn falla te leom Cianich yn sygwn yn gita gwcht Schwryd gachyd yn y gawt y haws y grwn les lawri Charo Carach na sloch na glain na chroed ciain ysgrifw gach Ruighinn yn falla y leom na'n siwl y leom na falla y leom Ruighinn yn falla y leom Cianich yn sygwn yn gita gwcht Sosha de hule hachger le palich in jarakes prachtig Wat gachundes na lachten rot na hachger schischeren Ruighinn yn falla y leom na'n siwl y leom na falla y leom Ruighinn yn falla y leom Cianich yn sygwn yn gita gwcht Chosiad geir sy'n blal o'n chanas carcyn a byndaden Stoch yn y cerich y fag chanas anach trifilach Ruighinn te leom na falla y leom Ruighinn yn falla y leom Cianich yn sygwn yn gita gwcht Sgara diwmbych mi da lachlan nach da sgiw leis y fatad Sies facherig yn ar dy fawd ys chanau y gydir gas Sanien vui van am falla te leum nan shiul te leum na falla te leum Anien vui van am falla te leum kan ik in se gun jite gucht han ich min ju ten kruch kach keeper gaute vier stocken morgen ju tien beo praxis gaste hetje niedergeid Sanien vui van am falla te leum nan shiul te leum na falla te leum Anien vui van am falla te leum kan ik in se gun jite gucht More and Taighe. I'm aware that there's very, very little time, but I want to give you a very, very short, lively song before I leave the stage, some lively music before I leave the stage, not to leave you just with a more serious song. So, Shoak of Becan Furst, St. Husher in Nederland show, agus Tang Vor, agus am Indachas and Gord Nucherif. Hey dalendo, vil, hey dalendo, hiero, havi mische furug grucht, hey dalendo, vil, hey dalendo, hiero, havi mische furug grucht, totavando kier, habato malanan rie, hule ferre chasserin, hetje schiesevrin rucht, totavando kier, habato malanan rie, hule ferre chasserin, hetje schiesevrin rucht, hey dalendo, vil, hey dalendo hiero, havi mische furug grucht, hey dalendo, vil, hey dalendo hiero, havi mische furug grucht, nare het johanen naram vierken bioke na karams, nare jevun kat jarak tok de jalas korukemi, nare het johanen naram vierken bioke na karams, nare jevun kat jarak tok de jalas korukemi, oh hey dalendo, vil, hey dalendo hiero, havi mische furug grucht, hey dalendo, vil, hey dalendo hiero, havi mische furug grucht, galain fatterische geldig, galain fatgeriken schiele, galain fatterische geldig, schiemeren, den chimi, galain fatterische, galain fatgeriken schiele, galain fatterische geldig, schiemeren, den chimi, hove ho, heilig, hove ho, hei schievelt hove ho, heilig, schiemeren, den chimi, hove ho, heilig, hove ho, hei schievelt hove ho, heilig, schiemeren, den chimi, Vuke wakin isen die in den Jimeren naren hike goperen jarek wie ploigen garagi vuke wakin isen die in den Jimeren naren hike goperen jarek wie ploigen garagi si edelem de boom bohalem edelem de boom jivo helium edelem de boom bohalem edelem de boom jivo helium vuke wakin isen die in den Jimeren naren hike goperen jarek wie ploigen garagi vuke wakin isen die in den Jimeren naren hike goperen jarek wie ploigen garagi si edelem de boom bohalem edelem de boom jivo helium edelem de boom bohalem edelem de boom jivo helium.
Suganisha. It's getting late, I know, so I'm only going to sing one song, I promise. No, Ishtunisha. It's lovely to be here. The audience is really nice. They're actually responding. It's lovely. And I'm going to finish and finish with a song from Asavalakam Hien, a Carlavach. Why not? Why not? That's what I say. So, shall we? I call it more villains, more the early we can go on scale. For the get chien, small hetakam hen, smikoal mohem go cover by. Jamogal Hamishadalon. O Marabeng Juans na Hurin Yonav, Haligag Mohuachas Ovinam Hav, Ach Vin Rishuels Mohase the Bar, Harmonigus Alko Kavavai, Ajamogel Hamishadalon. Sanyere kalm fek me a clar, shol me ein chas, vochlodoch mograi, le farem nagrak, agus tarig naraf, skol waren a hoi galan kavabai, Ajamogel Hamishadalon. Sil kaina getast varne hokshin yang harn, Ritev net nestarag na kwachen anart, Sanu level hast the majele manam, Marchaino chanaram salan kavavai, Ajamogel Hamishadalon. Shechane duram velud nat hil, Hajikenelen smashik von gdein, Smahukutach dia gaulekalit, Koshon vishjagakue, Ajamogel Hamishadalon. Tak, pleasure.
Comharrachadh, a mi fennach enjoying vac of Tokalanoin call Eric Carishian on the hit. Gro an eiche blach agus snog agus a course agus. Well, sin is curach gal sin show. It's clear that you've been enjoying yourselves and that you're still enjoying yourselves, I hope. And that is entirely the purpose of our gathering tonight. But of course, as well as that, we were marking a big birthday for Alasdair Gillies. And I hope, giving a platform, you will agree to some of the finest musicians we have and have had for many years from Gildom. I like the way John plays a wee applause on the box. He's developed that over many years, you can tell. Here, before we come to the final session of the concert, I would just like to thank Aras for their hospitality tonight. I would like to thank Blas for organising the event under the very astute and professional management of Arthur Cormac and Fish na Gael. And I want to thank all the artists for their wonderful contribution tonight. Not just tonight, but for all of their lives and for many years to come, I hope. And I would like to thank you as an audience, because without an audience we don't have a céilí. And the fact that this was sold out so early is testament to the appreciation the audience, you and the community have had and still continue to have for these wonderful musicians. So, mór an taing of ulu, Shonshin. Agus sinné, hamishe nisht Jeshel, agus futamíteach suírás agus éisteach ríise am dóchas a gur Griogair an Taighe le fío cheol agus ma ha fachlan acah tócah a fán sin is carach gur sin seo. Aiche bha, mór an tain. Agus seo a héin a ríist, Alastair MacIllïosa.
Agus tain mhór go Allan Campbell, Griogair Labhruidh. Be má gúrach gáil haris go dúich na mealad, be má bhíon vítal de chéan ras, be má gúrach bhí seáil go eile na cheá, par an dúir mí máláin am má fear. An áisich an jarich bí dúine na cafeic, ag jarach na femín san trai, ga cúrir an halú le cléfar an rannig, sin acet sa charit mar bha. Be má gúrach gáil haris go dúich na mealad, be má bhíon vítal de chéan ras, be má gúrach bhí seáil go eile na cheá, par an dúir mí máláin am má fear. An jarach ní seachad a síal an san halh, a chrúfir a bhachar fóla. Sna tean dúine cáirí a bhí a dói, gus a fáiad a bhaine i bhlár. Be má gúrach gáil haris go dúich na mealad, be má bhíon vítal de chéan ras, be má gúrach bhí seáil go eile na cheá, par an dúir mí máláin am má fear. A fíre jaras go nóir sin san naise, bing harca ga jara go ná. Sin héit chur san jolain bha hógan svahua, na sálaich enjula siad lán. Be má gúrach gáil haris go dúich na mealad, be má bhíon vítal de chéan ras, be má gúrach bhí seáil go eile na cheá, par an dúir mí máláin am má fear. A bhainir ag jarach a chrúach ag an doras, chanead cuirm do chaileach san áit, a cónig a jaúiríon iseach á teann orne, go cumil an híine an blá. Be má gúrach gáil haris go dúich na mealad, be má bhíon vítal de chéan ras, be má gúrach bhí seáil go eile na cheá, par an dúir mí máláin am má fear. An óper a piana chabórach el Griogair, a deireg na bliana mar ha. Bhí ceáil agus air ag ágraí a bheile, an rior is toimrad. Be má gúrach gáil haris go dúich na mealad, be má bhíon vítal de chéan ras, be má gúrach bhí seáil go eile na cheá. Arís! Be má gúrach gáil haris go dúich na mealad, be má bhíon vítal de chéan ras, be má gúrach bhí seáil go eile na cheá, par an dúir mí máláin am má fear. Eile na áran a thuair mise fá methir, agus áran eile áran scríbh le Níl MacLeod Bart Níl an Scéanach, dar bhí mé na mlalach bec chásta rúm sa úas ach léomh a bheor chlásach an dure le thar áran a roiin Níl MacLeod áran mar gleansnar am jaag, sinach an bhean, faran ram an rair, níos áran seo chiad úr, mise sein áran seoid an nárt úrlar, fáilte Níl an Scéanach, fáilte a stúcha. O fáilte a stúchan do charach an úchlí, da bjaunt en sover for en sjålach mjaun. Han gjaurig le golach, men mjaule bedune, skak førele voren ruske gubaun. Es kimi ang huljan, med langen himmel, leasket den rak, faskag mokjaun. Så grøyenes roer, lesen en småtja hattukjønnen lopen, kurlarne mjaun. Og katjene gaski kjegar ik lachen, van kulevere maknes mustaken ik jo. Le footer gaskalkeg van kuleveren glane, snemiel gaan en jenne, nach fanix en haar. Na lucht de grammechtir utan wachtel, nach emme gotasje, rikash mechanav, gaan je runages mache, en de skuliet hem ratach nach takiet en jechtri, kun wasloit danach. Ach skuvlem dag lanten, dag rahans da bjauten, Sang jo en gatel batjul na nard. Ne kieve kan taroch, ne srane kan karoch, ne sruhen vi karel, Danielits de hal. Kom boane vis tachtri, agus kluek da achke, Gusing rien en halle, sem hasker na njol, Ats vis schiepen en mare, Poler karek bemagura kunjeres, Da jelen ich jo, Ats vis schiepen en mare, Poler karek bemagura kunjeres, Da jelen ich En dan gaat dan als je jullie al heen zo. Min har kingen, skimmer sales hår mjaun, når vi farlig hav, Kleim aois I tom jarri. Kara panje voor nog wat, kara wakker, kara kalsjechte trialien molvan, Ansenari sangram hadje. Figlioro, figlioro, figlioro, Figlioro, figlioro, figlioro, gele, faile loges oro, gele, hadai mingatul sabach, graiskundurerum, Achramish Agestus faren yarin Shia shachin Eshachach bliane En shamrichen glasje Skeptiken yarin Yuchrichen hau Agestau Figlioro, Tanya Fisa, Dunyer Hall, Baron Romin Roy. Faroleu Mach Marielyn, Baron Romin Roy. Fala Cwri Drwch is mialle, Iegach Bat Sechai. Aros Moot nos Dule Walle. Mer gren og gjallig Barn Romin Roy. Barn grøskule haring Barn Romin Roy. Lem og elskule alle Dan vi skal hjem Mesk den janjen bojak gjallig mi keine im waren Barn Romin Roy. Ser no me gale Barn Romin Roy. Gussing har misen adart at ik smal no høy. Må grad og være alene. Må grag og være alene. Barn Romin Roy. You know, some of the loveliest things that have happened to me, some of them seem to be quite trivial in a way, but there's one in particular I'm very proud of. I was being made fun of by Ewan Bain, was a lovely guy from the north of Skye, buried up in Staffin. And those of you who are maybe not too young, I'm sure you might remember the cartoon Angus Og. Well, it's a wonderful, wonderful caricature of a Highlander. And he had one cartoon, I still have the copy of it, where he said, Marilyn, she's gone down to Glasgow to be on the television. And she's singing with Alasdair Gillies, and it's a very traditional Gaelic song. Chirpy, chirpy, cheep, cheep. Which brings me to the song. And this is particularly going Plockton way. Kath and Andy, if you can go back and tell Callum Mackenzie that was on the stage. Callum can be up here. He looks a bit like Angus Og, Callum, anyway. He's here. Where are you, Callum? Very good. Well, I wrote this song along with a great pal of mine, Tom McClure, and it goes a bit like this. Many battles there have been, many heroes we have seen, who have risen up in answer to the call. Bruce and Wallace and the rest put the English to the test. But I'll tell you of the greatest hero of them all. He's a wily Highland man, making money while he can, and his antics are the talk of all the folk. To his wee bit button Ben come the English gentlemen, but they don't get out again until the stone broke Angus Og. Oh, hang on. I forgot to tell you, I'm waiting for the MacDonald, China Rashmo. When I sing Angus Og, just to make sure you're still alive and, and listening, I'm waiting to hear Angus Og. How about we? Angus Og, Angus Og. That's it. You're a devil, you're a rascal, you're a rogue. From John O'Groats to Skye, Edinburgh to Milgay, there is no one who is half as fly as Angus Og. Well, once he borrowed Lackie's car, then he covered it with tar. Shall I throw you? and he stuck a wee propeller on the tail. He put some whiskey in the tank, that the rest of it he drank. Then he took her to Loch Uvi for his maiden sail. Well, you and never such power. It did 90 miles an hour, but it sank before it got halfway across. Ach, said Angus, what a boat! Perhaps it didn't float, but it's the fastest little submarine that ever rode. Angus Hawk! Angus Hawk! Ah, you're a rebel, you're a rascal, you're a rogue. From John O'Groats to Skye, Edinburgh to Milngavie, there is no one who is half as fly as Angus Hawk. Now in the Outer Hebrides, the board gave Angus subsidies, so he built a rocket pointing to the sky. Marilyn and Lachemore have loaded bottles by the score, since Angus first discovered that the moon was dry. Ah, said Angus very soon, I'll have a pub up in the moon, and I'm going to make my fortune, so I am. For when the human race starts to travel into space, I'll have the only place where they can have a dram. Angus Hawk, Angus Hawk, ah, you're a rebel, you're a rascal, you're a rogue. From John O'Groats to Skye, Edinburgh to Milngavie, there is no one who is half as fly as Angus Hawk. Now down to Glasgow Angus came to watch a Rangers Celtic game, so he donned his Sunday sporran for the day. But when he got to Glasgow Cross, he couldn't understand, of course, for instead of Kemmereha, it was how's it gone there. But once he got inside the ground and the ball was kicked around, he discovered it's an awful tragedy. He shouted loudly, it's a fraud, I'd be better at the board. It was a decent game of shinty that I came to see. Angus Hawk, Angus Hawk, ah, you're a rebel, you're a rascal, you're a rogue. From John O'Groats to Skye, Edinburgh to Milngavie, there is no one who is half as fly, not even in the whole of Skye. There's no one who is half as fly as Angus Hawk. Comharrachadh. Was you getting gacky? The Canger. Well,
must be Plumpton.
Have you got time for a wee story? I'm going to give the boys a wee bit of a break. Now, I'm taking a big risk doing this because you never know, the brain cells are maybe ossifying. But another great character that I got to know was the late Angus MacIntyre from Tobermory. Angus had a wonderful gift for writing a word picture. And he took the story of the politician. No, not Maggie Thatcher. The ship that went aground, and the politician, of course, was loaded with whiskey. And there was a wonderful story written by Compton Mackenzie, Whiskey Galore. And I'm taking a real risk here, but please just be patient. You're listening to a botach here. Ach, times are hard in Barra. You'd hear the old folk cry, no food to feed a sparrow, every bottle dry. Old Ben once fresh and frisky, so full of ploy and play, dropped dead for want of whiskey, the blessed Ushke Bay. Now the dusty dry Sahara's a thirsty barren land, but the drought that year in Barra was more than man could stand. Aye, life was hard and cruel, and days were long and sad when the strongest drink was gruel. Ach, and the war was going bad. A clever man was Hector, and wise the words he said, without the barley nectar, a man is better dead. But strange are the ways of heaven when men in darkness grope. Each sorrow has its leaven, each tragedy is hope. The great ship, the politician, its hold, all stocked with grog, seemed proudly past the island and foundered in the fog. One case was rent asunder. 12 bottles came to grief when the barra surf like thunder came pounding in the reef. And then the scent of nectar came in the wild wind's breath. I smell it, screamed old Hector. It's whiskey sure as death. He cried out, we are delivered. From the torture we are free, as his nostril flared and quivered in the glory of the sea. Poor Sandy, in a coma, was stretched upon his bed when the lovely sweet aroma came wafting round his head. For weeks he had been lying without a sparkle of life, and all the neighbours crying for his nearly widowed wife. Well, he shook, just like an aspen. The man they thought was dead. Then sighing, gulping, gasping, he vaulted out of bed, barefooted in his nightie. He slipped from out the reach with steps not long and mighty. He headed for the beach. Now Sarah Jane McKinnon, a lady through and through, was just a wee bit partial to a drop of mountain dew. She brooded at the ingle, her form all old and bent, when her blood began to tingle at a well-remembered scent. One sniff, and she was rising. 2 sniffs and sat outside, where odours appetizing was rising from the tide. Well, she knelt in deep devotion, with the reverent pious face, to bless the stormy ocean and the Lord's abiding grace. By Jove, she went full throttle across the barra turf when she heard the tinkling bottles and the pounding of the surf. She ran, but so did others, with hundreds, maybe more, as uncles, cousins, brothers descended on the shore. The boats went madly dashing across the crested wave, their long oars dipping, splashing to their Aladdin's cave. Lament or thunder crowing, a job no one would shirk. The spirit they were showing was better than Dirkirk. Well, they climbed aboard the liner, the halt, the lame, and the old, and they saw 1,000 cases of precious liquid gold. Shame, a shame, cried Kirsty. 'Tis an act of God. Just think of Barra thirsty and all this going abroad. But joy was there abounding, and every heart did leap, for all were in communion with the spirits of the deep. Oh, the Cayleys, the pleasures, the joys in Castle Bay, as the gurgling golden treasure chased the cares of war away. Who would hid in air red warning? Who would hide his head in fright? With a large one in the morning and a bumper late at night. And Barra boys hard fighting on land and ocean wide. Well, they deserved a wee bit partial with a gluck, gluck, gluck inside. Old Hector cried, we're winning. This fact is plain to see. Tonight is the beginning of victory at sea. Well, he swigged another large one, and happily he sighed. And the German should have had it, now that Barra's fortified. A slaunching out of Churchill, his name I proudly call. But the Barra politician, it's the greatest of them all. Slaunching Line you me, money and all, generous heart and that amor and good, Savara show go rock and yanadasu. Har hope and more gun show. Es weniger historias gut. Svieg du kotoelum ritviam ahaujanak. Wine you me, Mariana, Geneshes heart and Savara show skun chur me cúr I gáiriche og hikke gul Sian karste grøm sled Jan gun jetsin kalla Lai you Monian Geneshes har nærga Amor en gud Svare sjå Ura karjananda Farewell, my love. The time has come for you to say farewell to me. I leave you now in this fair land where once we met so tenderly. I bless the days we were together. I know this parting is forever. Remember me when you recall the hills of Caledonia. So my gentle lover, I know this parting is forever. We'll meet again in dreams, my love, in dreams of Caledonia. Thank you, Alasdair, John Carmichael, Agus Chupin. We'll meet again in dreams, my love, in dreams of Caledonia.
Birthday boy himself, Mr. Alasdair Gillies.
Ikke náði má höfist jensuje. Ikke ná, søyrem høy Og køyn I klavn derekna heine Øsne bakjene hukkin katlo En køyn I kunglavn hau fakat Og køljandra braun hanyi Og køyn I kengria skanje Søver braun gans I rækjene hi Og ikke náði má höfist jensuje Ikke ná, søyrem høy Og køyn I klavn derekna heine Øsne bakjene hukkin katlo Kan og røynga skriveg nå insjø I halt have se fria fyr Ha kan I søvra like skanje Sviffe hu greisen til skyer Og ikke náði má höfist jensuje Ikke ná, søyrem høy Og køyn I klavn derekna heine Øsne bakjene huk En orelle, ikke náði má höfist jensuje Ik ken al zuidem hu. O koning clown Derek na heine. Is de pootje nu hoek geen gaat loop. Christine Primrose. I get Griogair Labhruidh. Even shine the hele. Griogair. Thank for. Hullet in je shaan nog. Sure een woord gaan we ze kwijt. I guess. Sorry, leven, thank you wel.